Welcome back to the kitchen. I have a meal today that is just as delicious as it is easy. Come on in and I'll show you how I put this together. Now first, again, I am going to double the recipe, but I will absolutely put the servings for one of these Mexican lasagnas, but I'm telling you, everybody loves it. So it just starts with some ground beef, of course, and then I am going to get a taco blend in. Now you could add a taco seasoning packet, but I do my own, and I have some paprika, some cumin, some oregano, a little bit of cayenne, onion powder, garlic powder. But again, like I said, you can make it easier on yourself. Use whatever you have. That is my philosophy for sure. So I'm just gonna get this in and get it all mixed around, and then really the rest of this is just an assembly. Okay, so we'll get this mixed up good and then we'll move on to the next step. Now here I have some refried beans. Again, I'm doubling it for my family, and you could use homemade if you keep that, and sometimes I do like to keep that on hand. Today I just have canned, and then I'm going to add some sour cream to this. Now I add the sour cream for flavor, but also because it helps us spread when we get to the spreading part of the lasagna. Now this part is totally optional, but I like to do it, so I'm gonna go ahead and season it because adding the sour cream kind of makes it a little bit bland, so I just like to season this particular step. So I'm just going to get this well mixed together, and then we'll get to the fun part. Now remember, I am doubling this because I have a large family. Now this is a deep dish 9x13, but you could absolutely use a standard, but I will go ahead and link the one that I use because it is a must-have for my family. Now I have some tortillas today. These are store-bought. A lot of times we do homemade, of course, and I will show you that on another. And I just like to layer this at the bottom. Now, hey, I'm just trying to make this easy, so I just layer these in whole, but you could cut them in half if you like so it could fit better in the pan. Now the next layer is that bean mixture, and you will see why I add the sour cream, because it does allow the beans to be able to spread evenly across the tortillas here. Now the next layer is going to be that meat, and for this particular size pan I try to go for 3 layers, so I'm gonna do about a third of the meat. If you don't do the deep dish, you could do 2 layers, and then you would just add half of your meat mixture in this case. But again, you'll see me do the 3 layers, and I suggest go ahead and double it because everybody's gonna love it. Now here I'm gonna add cheese. I'll add measurements, but add as much cheese as you want on this step. Don't be shy about it, and you really could use whatever you want. Now here I have some canned salsa. Use homemade if this is what I have here, but if you want to buy store-bought, or if that's what you have, again, I'm gonna say use what you got. Don't buy anything special unless you absolutely want to. So I got a little salsa here, and then I'm gonna just repeat the layers. So it's tortillas, the bean and sour cream mixture, meat, cheese, and then the salsa. I absolutely love this meal because it is one of those meals that you can make ahead of time. You can make this in the morning before you go to work or before you start your school day. You know, I homeschool my kids, and then put it in the oven at dinner time. And you actually can go ahead and freeze this, and it's so versatile. You can add rice to this if you have leftover rice, as we do sometimes. Add whatever toppings, some chilies, maybe some jalapenos. It really is just that simple. Now when I get to the top layer, you'll see that I'm gonna actually start to press this so I can get some even layers to make this a little bit more like a lasagna, and then I'm gonna top it with cheese. Now I'm a little sparse with the cheese here, but I'm actually gonna add another layer of cheese after I get into the oven. So this has been baking for about 45 minutes. I got another layer of cheese on top, and then we will get to the garnish. So today I'm topping with some cilantro, sliced black olives, and tomatoes, and that is it. It is dinner time, and again, like I said, everyone is gonna love it.